Okay, so the video I have today is kind of a more personal one. Even though I haven't really been making videos long, it's really uncomfortable for me to talk about this stuff. This is my son. He doesn't really have anything to do with the video, but you know, he's just chilling. So yeah, I don't know why I have like a red mark right here, but I don't know. Like I scratched it like once, like 5 minutes ago. Today's video is going to be about my weight gain. And I mean, there's a lot of like controversy on this topic, you know, like weight gain is so bad, like, or like you're looked down if you think it's bad or if you think it's good. Like, you really can't win in this situation. I just want to talk about it and like my personal experience with it, you know, after having colon. And so yeah, let's just get right on into it. I wrote down all of the things I wanted to bring up. I don't think he's gonna let me do this. I will just complete this when he goes to sleep. I'll just do this, you know, a little bit later. But for now, okay. See you soon. Okay, so I don't even know if I should keep doing this because the lighting is like gonna get worse and worse by the minute. But I just wanted to try, you know, and just, you know, get it over with. Not really get it over with, because I mean that's not really why I make videos. This video is, like I said before, is going to be about the, my experience with weight gain. And I mean like just recently, like within the past 2 months, I think it's been like 2 months. There's a lot of things that go into why I gained the weight I did. And I have them written down in my bullet journal here. So basically, the first thing I'm going to talk about is I have an eating disorder. Okay, so it's not really bad right now, I guess you could say. I'm not starving myself. I'm not restricting. I have in the past. That's pretty much what eating disorder consisted of. Was starving myself. Started 8th grade, and only like last year did it really get like better than it had been. My husband joined the Air Force and we got married and moved down here to South Carolina, and the only reason it got better was because I got pregnant. It's been hell, honestly, like growing up with it, not really affecting me, and then all of a sudden 8th grade and I'm like, bam, like it's just full blown. I'm 21 now. It's been hard to like deal with it lately. The thoughts are constant, like never ending. Every single thought I have throughout the day involves how I feel about my body, and how much I hate my body, and how much like the shirt I'm wearing makes me look fat, or the pants I'm wearing accentuate like my muffin top. Like every single thought of either it has to do with my body or food. It's honestly it's terrible. So going into why it's been so bad lately, I stopped taking my medication. I'm back on it now. I've been on it for I think 5 days now. But I stopped taking it about a month and a half ago because I kept forgetting, like every day. Like I'd like take it for a couple days and then I'd forget for a couple days, and I just so basically where was I? Medicine. I wasn't taking it consistently enough to remember to take it, so I stopped taking it completely, and thought I thought it was fine, you know. Like, alright guys, okay, he's crying now. Okay, so he's over here with me now because he doesn't want to go to sleep or eat anymore. So we're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to do this video. And if I just hate all the footage, I'll just scrap it. But I haven't been taking my medication because I just wasn't doing it consistently enough to remember. And I figured, you know, why am I taking it? Like if I can go without it for days and I'm fine. So it's like, but I really wasn't fine. I was just telling myself I was fine. Back on the topic of weight gain, my medicine, it naturally makes you lose weight. So I think one of the reasons I've gained so much weight is because I wasn't taking it. Because I mean, it's not like it was making me lose weight, but you know, untreated depression can make you gain a whole bunch of weight. Yeah, I'm basically just blabbling right now. But untreated depression can make you gain weight. Not taking your medication can make you gain weight, especially if it's medication that makes you lose. Okay, I'm gonna like gather my thoughts here. I'm pretty much done talking about that. Another reason that I have been gaining so much weight is that I am emotionally eating, and that's also because I've been so depressed lately. I have just been eating my sadness and guilt and anger and whatever else is in me that's negative. I've just been eating because I just want something to eat, or I'm bored, or I don't know how to control really what's going on with my emotions, so I'm eating to distract myself. So that's been really hard too, like admitting to myself that I'm doing that and stopping it, because I don't really pay attention to my hunger cues anymore. I just kind of eat when I feel like it, you know, which is usually all the time, which kind of sucks. It brings me a lot of shame. You know, this is really embarrassing for me. So the fact that I have an eating disorder, because I mean, it's like embarrassing to me, and I feel ashamed that, you know, that I'm going through that. And also that I haven't been eating right. I've been eating like way too much of the wrong things. It's like my motto I try to live by is everything in moderation. Like, I'm not gonna cut an entire food group out because I think it's bad. Like, if I have it in moderation, it's fine. It's normal. It's something that I can handle. And if I get too into certain foods and certain food groups, my eating disorder spikes up even higher, and I want to count calories and restrict more because I'm counting and looking at numbers, and it's just a really big, like, it's like a storm, basically, a never-ending storm. Next I want to talk about my pregnancy. My pregnancy was extremely rough. I mean, there were people out there that had it worse than me, obviously, but I was sick from 5 weeks into it until I gave birth. I was just throwing up, you know. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. I was in the hospital multiple times because I couldn't even drink water. Like, I would just throw it up. And even when I wasn't eating anything, I was still throwing up stomach acid. I know I'm sorry, it's probably really gross, you don't need to hear this, but I lost a lot of weight. I lost 12 or 13 pounds, I think. I mean, he didn't suffer at all. He's perfectly normal. But it was really hard on me to be that sick all the time, and I couldn't eat. I didn't have pregnancy cravings because I couldn't like, I couldn't even eat. So I didn't have cravings. All I wanted to do was just sleep, and like, I was so hungry all the time, but I knew if I like ate, I would just throw it up, and I would give in, and then I would get sick, and it was just it was terrible. Like, I had very bad heartburn too. But basically, I lost a lot of weight. After I gave birth, there was another, you know, what was he, 7 pounds, and then the placenta is even more. So that's like I lost another 8 or 9 or 10 pounds after that. So it was kind of, while I was pregnant, I was my body image was 100% on my mind, because I couldn't restrict, because I was growing a little human. I was giving life to something that wasn't me, and if I restricted my food intake, it would affect him negatively, and I would never ever want that to happen, or never ever want to do that. So I keep looking up the viewfinder because I can't tell if like the lighting is okay, sorry. But basically, I had terrible body image throughout pregnancy because you couldn't even tell I was pregnant until really far in. I just kind of looked chubby and like I'd been gaining weight. But no one ever like knew I was pregnant unless I said it, and they'd be like, what? Like, because I lost all that weight after I gave birth, I had to have an emergency C-section. And the healing time was incredibly long, and it was just very painful for weeks and weeks even after he was born. I was still down at the weight I was when I gave birth after losing all that weight from being sick and then losing the weight from him off of me. It wasn't until like a month and a half later when my scar was finally feeling okay, like I could like move my body more, all the cravings started. I literally started eating and eating and eating because I couldn't eat while I was pregnant. Like, so I think that like not being able to eat the whole pregnancy, as soon as like my stomach felt better, I ended up gaining a lot. And by the time that I wanted to do something about it, it was March and he was almost 4 months old, and I decided to start going to the gym. And you know, since then I've been like trying to go to the gym. I'll get in like a gym groove, like I'll go, but then like I'll stop going for like a couple days, and then all of my motivation to go is just out the window, like it's gone. So it's been really hard to keep up with that, and I really want to. There's a gym at our complex, I can walk to it. It's just, you know, I don't really have anybody else to go with, and it's hard to bring him with me because, you know, my husband works all day, so it's really hard to want to go to the gym by myself, and then also to want to go to the gym by myself with a baby. But you know, after like a month or two, so like April, May, so around like, yeah, around June, like end of May, beginning of June. I didn't lose much, but I was way more toned. The weight was distributed in different places. Like, it was not all in my stomach. It was not all in my thighs. It was like distributed more evenly to where I could wear sizes that were smaller. My pant size dropped, but I didn't lose like that much. It was just the way that, like, the places it was going, you know? And you know, it felt really good, and I try to like remember how good it felt to be in that state of mind, working out like that, and like being that like healthy and fit. I felt so good. Oh God, he's gonna knock over the camera. Every time I am struggling like I am now, I try and remind myself how good it felt, you know? But I don't know why, I don't know what's stopping me. I'm really only stopping myself. But another thing that's been causing my weight gain is my lack of sleep. And obviously that's, you know, when I decided that I wanted to have a kid, I knew what I was getting into. So I'm not gonna say like, I don't wanna sound like I didn't know it was gonna happen. Of course, when you have a baby, you get little to no sleep. And it's been better throughout the months, but like, yeah, so sleep, lack of sleep, and being tired all the time also makes you gain weight. I mean, most of my weight gain right now is water weight. I mean, I have been eating pretty bad, so it is actual weight and actual fat, but a lot of it is water weight and bloating that I just don't know how to get rid of. It's so hard to be serious when he's doing this, but you know, this is my journey and my feelings about my specific body and my specific lifestyle. I'm not putting anyone else down. This is what I've experienced from my, you know, knowing my body, my personal body. Like, everybody is different, okay? Everybody, literally everybody is different. And I know my body, and I haven't been treating my body very well. And I've been exercising for all the wrong reasons, and it's not going anywhere. And I just wanted to make this video to kind of get all this off my chest, and to like let you guys know like what's going on basically.